using a ton of Vikings. There are only 2 Colossi left. They have pretty much no defense, and Tim manages to take out almost all of the Colossi. There's only 1 left with 18 hit points, but Tim's bio just got stormed. Ooh. Just lost, like, all of them right here. Damn, I missed it. But they all got stormed, and there were cannons here, and I thought they were going to do a lot more damage, but they instead did none. And these poor medevacs are like, we only meant to say hi. And they're out of there. So this army for Future is actually really big now. He can reinforce, and Tim's army is very small in comparison. It looks like he did drop this base over here. Took it out. Good. But his 4th now is gonna be pushed. Only 1 Colossi, but oh my god, lots of Archons, lots of High Templar, and it looks like Future is just saying, I want map control. And I kind of like that decision, especially when you have the spare minerals, to just kind of set up a little home base in the middle of the map, so you can reinforce to all positions a lot faster. Gotta repair the planetary fortress, but even still, hallucinations. Will it even be enough? This planetary fortress is taking a ton of damage and only has 2 kills in this storm. He can storm all of the workers, but he's not going to. And Tim does not have very much left. He is massing ghosts. He does have nuke. With a well-placed nuke, he could do a lot of damage. These Colossi aren't doing anything. Should be a tell. Future having some fun. But here is the main push into the 3rd. Look at this damage going off here. Will Tim use his nuke? He does use EMP, but he loses a lot to Storm right there. These ghosts are doing some damage. They're trying to focus down the Colossi. The Colossi goes down, and the Protoss army actually just got demolished. Looking at getting caught on the side, losing a ton more Stalkers. Tim just came back, I think. Look at the supply count. There are no Colossi. He totally handled all of those Templar and Archons, and now there's just going to be this awkward base that the SCVs are totally going to scout out. But if he stims and does a lot of damage, I don't think any of these Archons, they do have Storm, but only 1, and this Bio army is going to run havoc. Lots of Storms, but they're only going down on a small part of the army. In come more charge lots. Oh man, this is like the kind of bio versus bio force. There's no really high tech aside from the Templar, and some Dark Templars getting in on the action. Oh, but he's sniping some Archons. The Dark Templar are going to town. Does Tim know that they're here? He can scan. That sound should give it away. Oh. This Colossi right here. What's this Colossi doing here? I was like, Tim's gonna get this base down, but there's a Colossi to stop it, which will fall to one Viking, and actually the Colossi is just gonna run away. Scared little guy. So both players are gonna have a little bit of breathing room to remass. Tim's decisions to go Ghost in kind of reading what the Protoss was doing, seeing the High Templar, and executing. Really, the execution was the important part. He totally shut down that Templar play, and now Future's going to try to get up a 5th, while Tbeezy can just throw down a bunch of mules. Very nice to have that ability as a Terran player, and if you move in, you can take out the space. Not going to move in. But that's okay, because he actually just took out a Colossi. He has a huge Bioforce. There are some more Dark Templars, but as always, a single scan can take that out. Look at that! Nuking the front, trying to get the army to come in. I think it was a premature nuke. Oh, but there is an army coming out! Will it get hit? No, it's going to go up to the 4th instead. Boom! Nuked. Poor trees. Meanwhile, Tim is using his army finally, but there is going to be a massive warp in. I don't think he has enough to fight off this amount of Zealots, not at all. Using Dark Templar all across the map. Tim, knowing they're out, should put down a missile turret there and have units because they're going to get attacked. But here comes a push into the front, taking a lot of storm damage, but not with all of his army. Here is the main Protoss army, and Tim is going to stim and do a lot of damage. There is a Colossi, there are Archons. His units just aren't taking too much damage now. Huge storms going off. Tim's army may have just gotten flattened. And Tim is forced to run away. These hero Colossi, how many kills does it have? 8. This Archon, I don't know how it calculates kills on an Archon, but I can't imagine any of that's bad. Still trying to push into this 5th base. Not going to happen. Tim is not really getting the saturation he would want here. The Dark Templars are back to this base, as I predicted. I don't know. Things have swung back in favor for FG Future. Look at that 60 supply difference. And here comes the push. Oh no, SCV's getting caught by Colossi. Of course, these kind of lines are perfect for Colossi. There is a Ghost who will do some damage. Oh gosh, lots of mules right there. Saying hi to my face. But this army just got destroyed, and Tim is effectively on 3 patches and a bunch of mules. Meanwhile, FG Future totally secured this base here. He has the High Templar for storm and feedback. I don't know what Tim can do in this point, unless he does pull off another miracle push, but this time there's Colossi in the mix. I don't know. Really good job getting there, but he lost his whole army in a really unfortunate, just 2-pronged attack right on this ramp here. And Future is just going to secure his area. Not sure why he's not pushing. I guess he could be waiting for armor to finish. Oh, he's just going a mothership. That's going to be pretty good. And Tim just can't fight any of these attacks. He threw down mules to repair, but he forgot to click it. There we go. Some Vikings going to move over here. Not going to do anything. More probes and pylons. SCV's trying to get back out to this base, trying to get something mining. He totally lost his 5th. Now he's trying to take it as a 6th. Landing Vikings, a very big move of desperation, dying to just some zealots here. Trying to get these Colossi down, but now there are a bunch on the field. 3 Immortals coming out. Just to do additional damage to the large Marauder count. I think it's going to come down to 1 big engagement as Tim is remaxing. He actually has a ton of Ghosts. Maybe not a ton, he has 6. But this is a very scary force, and here come the Vikings doing some additional damage to the Colossi before the main engagement. Tim is stimming and doing a ton of damage. Unfortunately, no storms really, but the Colossi are doing a ton. In come more charge lots. The final Colossus falls, and Tim is now microing against those charge lots. The Ghosts are dying, though, and the Dark Templars are doing a ton of damage, and Tim is just going to call GG. He's just been outplayed. Alright, I'm going to be back with the next set.